Hi, I wanted to come on here today just to introduce myself or reintroduce myself to some of you. My name's Claire and I am the founder of Ermana Natural Skincare. I thought it'd be an idea to come on today because it's been a while since I've last been on camera on social media, which I dread. I thought it'd be a good idea to come on here and give you a bit of background to Ermana and also to give you a bit of an insight into where I plan to take the business from here on in. So Ermana was born in my head, I think, about 10 years ago, when my sister gifted me a necklace, which I'm wearing today, and it said on it, Hermana Amar, which means loving sister in Spanish. My sister Nicola had always been a big supporter of me and things that I do. She's my greatest supporter probably. And for a few years I had been making lotions and potions as gifts for friends and for myself, made from natural plant oils and butters and essential oils. So she'd always encouraged me to do this as a business. However, because it wasn't my background and I hadn't been educated in it, I felt like I wouldn't be taken seriously. However, after much persuasion, I decided to launch Ermana. So that was 8 years ago. I launched the business after putting myself back through college, going to night school, learning about anatomy and physiology, and also attending like skincare courses at Regent's Park College down in London. So I just kind of immersed myself in as much knowledge as I could about skincare and natural ingredients for about 2 years before I launched the brand. The idea of Ermana is basically to show people how effective natural ingredients can be, to show people that we don't need artificial fragrance, you don't need artificial preservatives. In fact, they can be major irritants for the skin. You know, I had sensitive skin myself for a long time until I started using natural products. So the idea was, say, to attract customers, you know, that had as much concern for what they put on their body and on their skin as they do for what they consume and put inside their body. Say I launched the brand 8 years ago. So it's 8 years ago in August. So it's been a while. Since I first launched, we've had some great successes. You know, I've won quite a bit of awards for the products. The Revive Face Oil in particular, and the Cleanse Balm, the Refine Cleanser, and the Men's Face Oil have all won awards. So it's great for somebody like me who did not have a background in skincare at all, to have been acknowledged by the industry and the products that I've created. I should mention that although I don't have any professional experience, that all the products have to be tested before I can take them to market. So it's not just a case of me making up all these recipes and bottling them up and putting them out there for sale. They have to go through some quite strict testing to make sure that they're safe to use. So I can guarantee they're all safe and they've all passed cosmetic testing, obviously without testing on animals. So Ermana is a range of all products that are made from natural plant oils, butters, waxes. Don't use any artificial chemicals in there at all. I say basically because they can be an irritant to the skin. It's worth mentioning as well that our products are all oil-based. So having oil-based products means that there's no water in there. A lot of the products that you will buy off the shelf from the big commercial brands, if you look at the label, the first ingredient, which means it'll be the main ingredient, so the highest volume, will be water. Now, if you check a label and you see it's got water in there, you'll also notice it has to have a preservative because obviously water degrades and goes off over time. So where you've got water, you have to add a preservative, and those preservatives very often can irritate the skin or aggravate the skin in some way. The other thing we don't use is artificial fragrance. We use essential oils only, and not in all our products. Some products are fragrance-free completely. Again, we don't use artificial fragrance because, again, look for it in the label. You'll see under the word parfum or fragrance, because that basically hides a multitude of nasties. We want to be very transparent with what's in our ingredients. And you'll find most of our products have about 7 or 8 ingredients, and that's it, and all plant-based. now people are becoming more and more aware of what's in their foodstuffs, what's in ultra processed foods are becoming a big thing now that we're more aware of what nasties goes into our food. And I'm hoping that people will start to think about what's in their skincare too, because some of it, there's arguments about how much gets absorbed, but a lot of it does get absorbed by the skin into the bloodstream, and pretty rapidly as well. I think it's within seconds. And it tends to be the nasties, the kind of smaller moleculed ingredients that make their way into the bloodstream. So like preservatives like parabens and like sulfates, which see none of them are in our products. So that's why Hermana was started in the first place. As I say, it was 8 years ago, and it's always been a bit of a sideline. I've always done it alongside a full-time job. However, I felt frustrated that I was never going to get the brand to where I wanted it to be unless I took time out, spent all my time on Hermana, and that's what I'm doing now. So you'll have noticed recently on social media that I've taken a bit more of a holistic view on skincare. So I'm looking at not just the products you put on your skin, but your diet and kind of self-care routine. And basically because in the last 3 years, I've done a bit more in educating myself through my own experiences in mental health, hormonal health, and gut health. I've learned quite a lot along the way. For myself, I've done it, and I also kind of want to share that with you because I realise it's not just, there's not just one solution for anything, and having a holistic view on how you look after yourself and how you look after your skin is very important. So in the weeks and months to come, you will see a lot more from me about gut health, mental health and self-care tips and things to incorporate into your daily and weekly routine to help you look after yourself so that you will not only look but feel better too. If you've got, I'm going to try and come on here more often, as daunting as it is, but I'm going to try and come on here. If I say it out loud, then maybe I'll do it. I'll try and come on here once a week, and we'll call it Wellness Wednesday, where I will discuss topics around those 3 pillars, say mental health, gut health and hormonal health. If you've got any questions or anything you want me to cover, these are things that I've learned, say, over the past 3 years. I've pretty much immersed myself in these 3 topics and learned whatever I can, and still learning more and hoping to learn more. And there's so much information out there, so I want to share what I've learned, and hopefully it'll be of use to you guys. So please let me know if there's anything you want me to cover. I will leave you in the meantime and hope to see you next week. Okay, thank you. Bye.